Hello everyone, my name is Ishmael and welcome to today's video. And in today's video I want to talk about something very important. In fact, it's also a question that somebody asked me yesterday. How do you identify the counterfeit from the real one, or the real God ordained spouse? So I realize it's a very important question that some people they're having, because these things are confusing. Let me be honest with you. It's never easy. Let me tell you why. Because at first you'll be praying and be like, oh God, answer me. Oh God, he has spoken. And the next thing you realize you were wrong. Am I not, or am I wrong? Most of you have already prayed and you felt like God spoke, but only to later realize that this person that you felt was the one is actually a monster. Or it's bad news, or she's a snake. So it's important for you to know ways you can tell whether this is a counterfeit, is someone who coming to delay me, to stand in my way, so that sometimes maybe they blind me so that I don't identify my right spouse, or this is actually the one that I should consider. So now let us start, okay? First of all, one thing that you must understand is like, this is how these things they go, or this is how they work. Most often when you get a counterfeit, the enemy, I think maybe it's the devil, I believe so, most probably. Most often, this is how deceptive it is. When you meet a counterfeit, they are the ones you most definitely in the beginning stages feel like they are the real one. They are the one. And then when they are the incorrect one. And then finally, when you meet the right person for you, the God-ordained spouse, they are the ones which you feel like they are actually not the one. They're the ones that in the beginning stages you will doubt that, no, I'm not attracted, I'm not interested, I'm not, nah. So most of the time we tend to fall for the wrong people, and we tend not to fall for the right people. So you know what you do? Let me be honest with you again. There is no perfect easy way for one to tell that this is the one or this is not the one. There is no really a way you can just pray your way into absolutely, completely, without a doubt, knowing that he is the one or she is the one. But that's why it takes a lot of grace. But what I like about the Bible in the book of Genesis, the case of Eliezer in Genesis chapter 24, he was one of the people who prayed and asked the Lord to give him a sign, and the Lord gave him a sign, and from there he was so confident that she is the one because she responded to those signs. Listen, at times I get to understand something about Eliezer. Sometimes when you're looking for a sign, I know that you might say to me right now that, but brother Ishmael, I prayed, I asked for a sign, how come? Maybe God does not listen to me, does not hear me. Listen. Remember, Abraham is the one who sent Eliezer to go look for a wife for Isaac. Do you remember? He felt like it was the right time and he was about to die. So he got to search for a wife at the proper time. So you must also be able to recognize and identify the time that you are looking for a spouse. Is it a proper time, or you are in some other ways rushing things? So sometimes you pray and you ask for these signs at the wrong time. So when you ask for these things at the wrong time, most definitely you can miss. You may feel like God has answered. Why? Because and the fact that he has not, because it is still the wrong time. So this is one thing you must note. Make sure that by the time where you are asking God for a sign, let it be the right time, where you feel like, I feel like God is saying I should get married. So before you can ask God for the one, first pray and confirm whether this could be the right time for you to find the one. Are you ready to get married? All those things. If you are, then what follows is the sign so that you find the one. God Almighty can't give you the keys to drive a car while you don't even have a driver's license. You get what I'm saying? So that's why some people, this is a revelation that is even just coming as I'm talking here in this video. That is why some people, they miss out. It's because they are asking at the wrong time. So that's why they miss it. So listen, so there is no any other way to really tell but through prayer in the right time. Then that is when most of the time you'll get it right. And listen, many Christians, they get it wrong. Even when you have fasted, just know that it's one tough game. I must say to you, I must be honest. When it comes to love related stuff, this is one area that is difficult, even to the people or to the pastors who are very deeply anointed, who are more prophetic, who can hear from the Lord. That's why you hear even those great men of God, if you are to call them, you will find them divorcing. You find people like Megan, who is this again? Megan Good, as well as Devon Franklin. They also divorced. But if they can give you their testimony, they were like, yes, God spoke. God said, yes, he's the one. God said, yeah. They say God, 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 God. But you ask, why did it end like this? You get what I'm saying? I understand that divorces happen, the devil gets involved. But sometimes, that's why I say, you can never really know. Only time. This is where I'm getting at. Another thing that can help you to identify the one is time. This is one of the best ways. Let me tell you why time is so essential. If you can give it time, time will, it's almost the best move ever into identifying a counterfeit from a real ordained spouse. And how does time work? Time does this. As time goes on, every person, in the beginning stages, when they're still feeling butterflies, they're in their honeymoon phase, they pretend, almost everybody. Less likely will anybody show you their true colors at the first day. And even if they show you in the first day, it's easy for you to run away. So that's why most often people cannot show you how kind of a savages they really are. It's the first day. They still want to win you over. They still don't want to lose you. They're suffering from past pains of a past relationship because someone ghosted them, and this time around they don't want to mess up. But listen, the human nature is like this. As time goes on, you get used to the person, you get used to the field, you get too familiar to the field. Now you start bringing your true colors. Now you start relaxing. You don't even bother to call. You don't even bother to beg because you are starting to take everything for granted. Hence, that's why after 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, after a year, myself, I mostly preferably prefer a year to check somebody. Although some, they prove their true colors very early, So, but after a year, most of the true colors, they begin to come. Most of the true colors, they begin to be revealed. And that is when it will be easy for you now to see the real person. And at times, it can be deceptive. Haven't you been in a situation where you'll be like, you have changed. Why are you like this? In the beginning, we were not like this. I also fell victim to that situation. I was like, you have changed. You are not like, the real person is that one. And until it took time, until it finally dawned on me that, listen, remember Ishmael, how you measure up people. In the beginning stages, she was pretending. Now, you see, now it's been almost a year and she's been behaving like this. Remember, that is a true colors. In the beginning, she was not. The real one was hiding. So that's when it began to make sense, and I got reminded that, oh, wait a minute, why was I so blind all this time? I've been teaching these teachings for so long, but I couldn't tell. I thought the real one is the one who began in the beginning. The real one, now the real one is just hiding, and then let me be patient. The person's going to change. So I was like, wait a minute. After 6 to 7 months, and so that's when the real person comes out. So that's when it was clear, and then to me, I no longer stressed about it. I got to understand that now you are seeing the real hair. So also, time will make you realize the real person, okay, from the wrong one. They're gonna keep that character, their real behavior. If they were pretending to go to church, they stop going to church. If they were pretending not to drink, you see them starting to drink. If they are pretending not to always be swearing, being weirdly, they start doing all those things. If they're pretending to always be staying at home, you find that during holiday seasons, like they start going out, partying. You see the real character. And then that is when it will be much easier for you to tell. She does not go to church. How can she be the one while I'm a Christian? And you get what I'm saying? How can he be the one? Because I've always wanted someone who prays. He does not pray. He smokes weed. I didn't know all this time. So then it will be easy for you to now get out. So I think the challenge can come when maybe both of them, they come at the same time. So, but all in all, the counterfeit you see by the signs that they display, that it contradicts most of the things you prayed for. Nobody will come perfect, but most of the things must be there, and few of the things must not be there. 70% or 80% must be there. Then the 20% is the things that you don't really like, but you can compromise on. But if 70% is the things that you don't like, or 80% is the things that you don't like, that is actually a counterfeit. I hope this video was clear. I don't want to make it any much longer. If you still need more clarity feel free to comment on the section below, and I can even make another video. Okay, and just remember to check me up or on the description of the video below for prayer requests and stuff. Okay, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload new videos like this. And that's for me, Ishmael, and your priest. I will see you in the next video upload. Take care and stay blessed.